Hello everyone and welcome to Workshop Wednesday. Hope everyone is well and hope everybody is doing okay. So we're going to start off tonight on the East Kent Railway. So good afternoon driver, you're operating the second of 4 return services on the East Kent Railway. The first leg will involve us travelling from Shepherdswell to Earthorne, just under 2.5 mile journey. Allow passengers to board here at Shepherdswell. You've still got a few minutes until departure, so feel free to explore while you wait. Lovely stuff. So, for those who don't know, recently on the Chatham Main Line, there has been an add-on, an extension that's been put on in an update, and you now get the East Kent Light Railway, the East Kent Railway. So we're running a scenario. Let me just get the link is in the description for about the scenarios. I will bring them up in a second. Let me just bring them up. The scenario. There we go. Where are we? So this is East Kent Railway Part 1 by Alex Riper. I hope I've said that name right. But yeah, for the Chatham Main Line, if you've got the most recent version of the new Chatham Main Line, you now get so the I think it's the full Dover route. I've forgotten. There we go. 375 now coming in. So if I just bring it up on the full map. So again, this is the full route. So there's the Blackfriars all the way up here with City Thames Link. There goes the guard's whistle. And you've obviously got all the different branches. But now, as you can see, down here, you have now got the East Kent Railway, which goes up there. Now, interestingly, you'll probably be looking at this and going, so why have we got a 040 saddle industrial? We've then got 2 Mark IIs. I can't remember. This is a 4SIG, 419. I can't remember what part. Tell me, chat, what type. I can't remember what this is. And the 08 diesel shunter, and they actually run this like this. This is one of the 43. Thank you. D169, DL169. No, you don't. No, it's when you get the routes, you will get this as part of a part of the. Let's just put the water on. You get this as part of the route now. So let's put. So they have got a really nice sort of selection of locomotives and rolling stock. So in this scenario, they've put all the different types of rolling stock that the route actually has as well. Hi British Ace, yes it is. I'll take it easy because we've got ages. We've got the 2 different paces. Loads and loads of OA shunters. So there's another 4 there, there's 1 up there. I'll bring up some history of East Kent in a bit. I knew Moggy would say that it needs more Gronk than that. And then they've also got a 365 there as well. I'm good, British Ace. How are you? Hope you're keeping well. I'll get some history of the East Kent Railway for you as well. Got to make a stop here for the stop board. There we go. Oh, someone's got caught in the barriers. Whoops. Hi Pete, hope you're alright. So, the East Kent Railway is 2.4 miles long altogether. Obviously standard gauge. Has 2 steam locomotives, a number of diesel locomotives including 3 different 08s. And the preservation group was formed in 1987, so they're part of the abandoned line as far as the old coalfield mine till Manston. By 1989, the majority of the lineside vegetation had been cleared, and in 1995 the first heritage train was run. So they mainly run on Sundays, but yes, it's a lovely little line. I've never visited there, but this is the interesting part. You've got very, very heavy gradients, so we're on a 1 in 75, as you can see we're coming down to 1 in 75. And we're now going to go through the 8th longest tunnel on a UK Heritage Railway preservation, which is, it's 477 yards long, or 436 metres long. So as you can see, we've just come down the hill. So here's the crossing here, which we've just come through, and now you can see the gradient is starting to go down. Nigel, so we're doing sort of a British evening tonight. So we have got East Kent Railway, we have got the Wherry lines with the class 37, and then we're going over to the London Underground on the Metropolitan line. And we're doing all sorts tonight. Oh, hello Excel. I didn't realise you were in the chat yet. We're playing your scenario at the moment. Salva, it's got to be the North Norfolk Railway. It's my local, one of the local railways, and it's one that I volunteer at. I mean, if you're saying on TS, that's sort of, as in, like, my personal favourite in the UK is, I'm not sure on TS or TSW. I'd have to make a decision on that. I'm not sure. Gronk. Drop down to 10. You can see it's a lovely little line. I think this is something that Danny had done, and it looks really, really good. Might be wrong, but I have a funny feeling that's what something that Danny has added. Yes, Nigel, all lovely lines. I've never visited the Kent Sussex. I have done Severn Valley and I've done Keighley-in-Worth Valley, but I have not done Kent Sussex. So it's one on the to-do list, that one. Oh, there you go, it's monkey approved. Connor, yeah. Yeah, they're two fantastic locomotives, driven both of them. Connor, lovely locos to drive. Yeah, I would love to see both as well. Although I think Just Trains have already done a version of North Norfolk. Yeah, Pete, deep as dark as Ken. Here we are. Next station. I think I'd have to agree with you, D10669. I'd probably say GBRF as well, just because of the nice liveries they put on their locomotives and what they name them as well. Should get the full coach in. Lovely. So that is basically the railway. There's not much. It's not a very long line, but as you can see, the line actually does continue on. Now, in the original days, it keep going on, but there's a quarry here now, so you can't go any further. But this section is all that's there. But a nice little section, all the same. And then now what would happen is, you then the 08 would then take the set back up the hill. But they run it as they would here. But I would like to see one day the steam loco at the other end, because it's quite a heavy grade. As I said, so it'd be nice to see that, do that at some point. Nigel, I will. I will definitely I'll definitely visit at some point this year if I can. Oh, nice D1069. Very good. Well done, driver. You've arrived on time and the tourists are impressed. The service won't be returning for another half an hour, so go to Ethorn Tea Room for a well-deserved cup of tea and a break. Lovely jubbly. So that's that's the East Kent East Kent Railway. If you, as I said, if you've got the Chatham Main Line, which is the London Victoria Blackfriars Dover and Ramsgate route, this will be an added on, something that gets automatically added on as an update. But yeah, this is another heritage railway I haven't done before, so it's another one I've got to add on the list. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, right, what we'll do is I'll go and get my next scenario ready. And I pressed the wrong button. So there we go. Right. let's just wait for this to load up when it's ready. There we go. Dee. So we're now going to run Norwich Sunday shuttle service to Reedham by Not Silence. Yeah, this is more local to me. This is a lovely. This is quite a good scenario. I've been having a go with it already. Whoops. Good afternoon, driver. You sneezed and pushed the throttle lever too hard. Once you stop and press the red lighted DRA button in the cab, you have stopped next to the transfer to. Hover over the fuel browser, click the click and get your fuel. You may not see the symbol. So we're in a class 37, 37405, which I don't think this one is named. No, it's not this one that's named. But we're going to do a short set. This is something that I have been on quite a few times, oh, you're welcome, XL. I hope you're all right. Yeah, it's a great little scenario. Thank you. That was really good. Yeah. Right. Enough fuel now. Forward to Crown Point line J. Note you need to press tab if moving forward for the signal clearance. So this is Crown Point Depot. This didn't used to be here before. This was all in the steam era. This was all sort of yards. Sort of bits and pieces, but there was a loop, so this is basically a triangle. You can see the loop in here, so you could avoid it. The main sheds are actually here, which is this is where Carrow Road would be, so this is football, and then this is where sort of Riverside, well, the sheds were all there originally. But let's get moving, shall we? Oh, I've got to move the DRA, haven't I? I forgot about that. Let's just move that a bit, bring it up. There you go. Good one, Bait Bean Kid, good one. So yeah, so we're now sort of going round here. So this is sort of in the era where we had, at the time period, we had a short set. At one stage we actually had two short sets. So we had a 37 short set and we had a class 68 short set. So this is the short set sort of coming back. This is sort of the formation it was in. So you'd have two 37s at either end with Mark IIs in the middle, like that. And basically it was to replace, basically we never had enough units. So we had 170s, 156s and 153s. Now in some cases, which I was joyful, I had to do very often, we had 153s, which were sort of single, as you know, single car units, and certainly not good for commuting or anything like that, or certainly on a busy day. You felt this was luxury when one of these turned up, when a 170 turned up, and then they declassified the first class, so you'd be able to sit in first class. It was lovely. Oh, hang on, I'll do that. Got to remember to do that. So there we go. the 170 off in the distance. We got to stop before that red signal. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll stay in the cab because we're going to reverse back anyway. So for those who want to know, so this is the what we call the angular livery. So this is sort of the first sort of it was one of the first sort of private companies came in. This is an Orange 3 control tab for approval. Pass any signals. Right, let's get going. And then reverse back. So one of the, as I was saying, so this was sort of angular that came in first, and then there was what we called 1, and they painted it in this sort of blue livery we have here. But it was then taken over by National Express Angular, and they sort of started to put the white. That was where the white line came across. So originally, obviously, 1 that didn't have the white line, and also I think 1 had a sort of a decal or something here around the front of the locomotive. It then went to Greater Angular, which is what is currently running now, and they repainted the whole unit white originally. So there we go. So we now got our distance. Yeah, begging kid, yeah. Go. Got a lot of power these, Melbourne. One of the interesting thing was, I used to actually, I used to work at Norwich Station. I used to have used to work in WH, in a well-known news agent, and station news agents. So I used to work there, and we used to work there, and you used to be able to hear these start up all the time. You knew when the 37s came in into Norwich, because all you could hear is just this rumbling all the time, you know. Right, let's get the passengers on. Game for life, I am very good, thank you, hope you're well. So now we don't just have one 37, let's change around the lights. We have two 37s. So we have Carl Haviland on one end, which is down here. There we go. Forward to Brundle 2. Note, no hard, blah blah blah. Stop at end of each platform. So yeah, this is Norwich. Lovely station. Seen many mainline steam here as well. As I said, I used to work at the station as well. Little interesting thing, we used to there was one time I stood here. Oliver Cromwell failed one February, coming one of its last mainline tour trips, and it stayed at Norwich for about I think it was a week, and it snowed like really heavily, and I can remember just Oliver Cromwell being covered in snow. It was fantastic. Right, shall we get started? Enough of me rambling. Coming out of Norwich, that's exactly how it sounded. Exactly how it sounded. They used to charge out of Norwich Station. It was brilliant. Now passing Crown Point. Now we can charge to 60 miles an hour. So behind that, you can see that it looks like there's two rivers. There's actually a massive lake, and that's Whittingham Lake. And this is one of the bridges I used to stand at quite a lot. This is the junction for the Wherry lines and the Bitten lines. The Bitten line goes up to Sheringham. And Whittingham Station used to be just around here as well, and there used to be a signal box. I think just around on the junction, so that's the Bitten line going off. Yes, Baked Bean Kid, plenty of times. Plenty of times. I've had, when the short set first started out, one of the things we used to have was 47s. So we used to have a 47 short set. That then changed to the 37s, but we also had a Class 68 short set as well. And I had all of those. Now going under the A47 now. That's the reduced speed. Cameron, they used to have two of them, one at either end, so you can imagine what they were like. Nigel's scenario is called N.S81, Wherry, Norwich, Sunday shuttle service to Reedham. Oh yeah, Cameron, yeah, definitely. So now we've got a 20-mile-an-hour speed restriction. So the units would normally take the one below the 60, but I can remember travelling on this that always the 37s used to abide by the top one rather than the bottom. Weak bridge. I think it's been upgraded since then because of the new units are slightly heavier. For our shadow to pass the bridge, so now Flailing Vashes, yeah. It's only giving it some. So now about to pass through Brundle Gardens. Brundle Garden Station. I never did them on the Cumbrian coast. I would love to have done them there. Well, it must have been fantastic. But we were lucky because we had them for quite a while in Norfolk. So as I said, we had 47s. We had the 37s. There was actually one stage they even held a diesel gala on the Wherry lines. There isn't many details about it, but I remember seeing pictures about it, and they held they had sort of different locos using the short set, and basically did a type of diesel gala on the main line. Very unusual, but. So this is the Wherry lines before the signal upgrade as well, so this is where the semaphore signals were still in. Unfortunately all of them have gone now, sadly. The ones 70. Yeah, if you can find it up online, I can't remember. If you search up Wherry Lines Diesel Gala, I think it will come up. The Wherry lines were very, very common to have hauled sets, purely because of the Great Yarmouth sort of trade. You know, the Great Yarmouth sort of summer trains. You used to have a full set, sort of a full 9-10 coach set from London, and then they used to just stick 2 diesels on it and run up to Norwich, run up to Yarmouth. I mean, to the stage that even the 90s was still on as well. They did run. They did have a what we call the Great Yarmouth Air Show, and that time we had 2 Class 68s on a 9-10 coach train, which was fantastic. I've actually spotted from this place quite a few times. There's Brundle. Used to walk down the hill. You have the gatekeeper. He'd come out. You'd hear the bell go in the gatekeeper's hut, and then he'd come out and do the gates. Sadly, no longer. It's all automated gates now, unfortunately. But yeah. So we're actually on the junction here. And I'll go a bit further forward. So this is the junction to Yarmouth. And now we're going towards the Lowestoft way, but we can still go to Yarmouth via Burnley Arms if we wanted to go this way. Forward to Cantley. Get a bit closer and go into the bridge. Love hearing the signals drop. So, and then we're now about to come up to a little crossing further along, which is not far away from Strumpshaw. Now, if anybody knows anything about traction engines or steam rollers, things like that, Strumpshaw Steam Museum is actually up here. So it's just around here. There we go. I'm speeding now. And this is the little crossing here. Now, crossing keeper's hut was on this side, and I used to walk down from the Steam Museum when they used to have an event on. I used to walk down, and used to be able to come and see the short set. Yeah, they do, just hillbilly. They do indeed. It's gone through, where was that? Through Buckingham. Now, I think, if I think this is right, I think it was Buckingham. There's a scene out of the film Yesterday and you'll see the 37s go past. Now I can't remember if it was filmed at Buckingham or if it was filmed somewhere else, but yeah, there's definitely a scene with the 37s in. I knew you were going to say that, baby kid. I had a feeling. There's a lot of people who say that though about galas and events like that. Is the beer tent. Well, it's 37s. Moggy, no we're not. We're only just going as far as Reedham. So we've got Cantley, Reedham, and then we run round and go back into Reedham. This is a Reedham Shuttle. It was a 170. Yeah, I know, Moggy. I know. Got the distance. Brakes on. I don't think the Burnley Arms pub itself, I don't think that's open anymore though. I think the station still is, but I'm not sure if the pub is. Look at this double semaphore, look at that, look. You now come into Cantley. Well, the good thing is to know as well, all these semaphore signals that were on the railway lines have all been preserved as well. Something I found out. Cantley. Started a bit further forward, but there you go, never mind. What at Burnley Arms? Yes. Yes, there is, but I can't. As I said, I can't remember. I don't know if it's been because of the you know, recent events or not. I'll have to double check. It might be still open. I don't know. You may need to press tab just before reading for signal clearance. Radio. Yeah, I know, JH, yeah. My bad. Problem solved. Ah, right, Moggy. Yeah, that's probably what I'm getting confused with. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you would, Moggy. Single amber coming up. I don't think there'd be very many people who would like that too much, Moggy. You just call it Moggy Rail, would you? Got permission to pass the signal, so we're okay. Goes to 170. There goes our semaphore. Try and get all the coaches in if we can. There we go. Got the doors open now. So, a little interesting thing about Reedham. Reedham signal box has been saved by the North Norfolk Railway. I'm not sure when, but it will be moved eventually and moved up there. Moggy, yes, yeah, they're right. Yeah, there is loads of. Well, it's a river work called the Broads. Having dropped off a few passengers for Greater Yarmouth, go forward and stop at the signal gantry. With clearance forward to stop just before the road bridge as you reverse into Reedham Run. Your ground signal will change to green. So, just... Oh, I see, yes. Right, okay. So I've got to make sure that we're level with there. we're supposed to go further up. No, we can't go further up because, yeah, he's talking about the gantry there, so... Let's see. There goes the Dodd. Okay. For some reason that hasn't changed. Yeah, because if not, we're going back on ourselves. Yeah. Yeah, alright. So, I don't think we can do that bit, unfortunately. Never mind. But basically, we're supposed to go into that platform and end there. But there we go. So, we'll end that one there. Oh yeah, try Shift G, that's the point. Let's go forward again. No. No, nothing seems to happen. I'll try and Shift G. Yeah, Train Simulator driver. Try. Yeah, very good point. Right, so shall we move on to the next scenario then? That was by Not Silent, that one, but a great scenario. So we're now off to London. Yeah, probably true. Good morning, driver. You're in charge of one of the first services. The morning between Whittingham and Amersham. Your train number is 461. Right. So we need to put the train, turn the train on. Put that down to cock. Then we need to put our numbers in. So we need to put in. Uh, 239 1645 and what was the train number, chat? I've forgotten it already. Chat, do you remember what the train number was? Was it 423? 461. Confirm. So that's it now complaining at me, so I need to do that. Right, there you go. And then we need to do it as Amersham. I think I did it as, what was it, Rickmansworth, so I put it as Amersham Fast, I think I put it as. Amersham Fast. Confirm. Control panel, lights on, main menu, lovely. Shift E. And we're off. So on the Metropolitan S7 stock, we've got a little signal. Try and get this lined up. Which I think is on this wall here. Oh, that'll do lovely. That'll do lovely. Perfect. So, a little interesting fact, they had steam on the Metropolitan a few years ago. I can't remember what year it was, I think it was about 2014, 2014. I had a run from here to Chesham and then back to Harrow on the hill, which was great fun. If ever you get the chance to be able to go on steam on the Met, definitely do it. Doors shut. Doors are shut. So that's Rickmansworth. Too fast because I keep thinking that it's 60 mile an hour, but it's not quite yet. Have you, Pete? Yeah. Strike Eagle, yeah. So these are the more, these are the new Metropolitan. I think they use them. So there's the S7s and S8s, but they use them on the Metropolitan line, the Circle line, the District. I think that's about it. Oh, and Hammersmith and City, that's the other one. They've replaced a lot of the original D stock. Still lovely locos though, it's lovely units. It was one of the first sort of underground trains that you can look down the full train as well, and walk through the full train, which I prefer, I must admit. But I don't prefer these, because it's a modern unit, it's not like the originals. but I prefer that you can walk all the way down them and see them go round the tight curves in the underground. It's brilliant. Train simulator driver, good point. And Chorleywood next. Yes, Cameron, it is. True, Strike Eagle. True. Stop too early there, you go. Dee 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 dee. Yeah, nearly there. I think I stood at, I can't remember if it was Chorleywood or a sleigh station further along. I stood there and watched the steam on the Met service come through. It's brilliant. Oh, there's a signal box there. I think I've got it there. Not quite. There you go. That's what I needed. I need to push forward a little bit more. That's fine. Next is Chalfont and Latimer next. Yeah, it was definitely here because I can remember the curve. Got last stop is Amersham. There you go. That'll be a Chiltern Railways one, I think. Yeah, getting there. Love how it's got 3 wipers. This is brilliant. So because we're on a gradient, I should be able to just roll into the platform. Probably will still have to put some braking on, but we'll just gradually roll in. So remember, this is where sort of the Cheshire branch now goes off. That's better. No, it should be sort of there, pretty much level. So there we go. And yeah, so the rail tour, we went over there onto this section. I think I've come too far, haven't I? Trying to remember where the Cheshire branch goes off. Oh, it's further up. Yeah, yeah. You come across, and then this is the Cheshire branch up here. Let's get going. One more stop. It's fine, I've been late for every stop so far, but there you go, never mind. Amber signal. There goes the Cheshire branch. You're welcome, Nigel. Glad you enjoyed it. a single amber, and I can see the red now. Why we got this signal against us then? Oh, we've got a train in section, that's why. So this is Rickmansworth to Amersham, 5:40. Just waiting to see if we can get permission. That's close. Someone sitting in my platform. Well, I'm not sure how long that's going to take. When we get into Georgie, no. Well, I don't think we're going to be getting into Amersham anytime soon. That is certainly not going anywhere. It's probably because I'm late, to be honest. Ah, well, there you go, never mind. Right, so we will probably leave it there. So, let me go through what we had. So we had East Kent Railway, we had the Wherry lines, and we had London Metropolitan line. So the links to everyone's scenarios or workshop scenarios are in the YouTube description, so you can have a look at them and play along if you want to. So who is on tomorrow? So tomorrow is Natalie and Matt on New Journeys expansion pack, so you've got that to look forward to. So there we go. Hope everybody enjoyed, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.